Young drivers, I think they're a bit too fast. I think they're fine if we stick to the rules and that.
A lot of people say that the speed, what now?
Guys might sort of think of it as a bit of a tool, you know, macho thing going out.
I think younger drivers are getting better than they used to be.
I think basically most kids drive very carefully. You just get a few idiots, as you do in any age group.
Keep your foot off the accelerator.
Every driver knows the dread of being stuck behind a learner car when you have somewhere to be and they are stalling at the lights or driving at frustratingly slow speeds. Learning to drive can be a very nerve-wracking and very expensive process, so it is important that you choose the right driving instructor.
It is cheesy, I do know that, it's very cheesy, but that was actually the plan. When we found the jingle, it was the first one that come along, and the jingle was singable within a second. And they built it up to be the biggest independent driving school in the Northwest. Now we've got 69 cars. Well, you get some good young drivers, obviously, and you get some bad ones. Most of the time, the crashes and accidents all come from the same reason, that drivers are driving too quick, too fast in the wrong place. I realised many years ago that people didn't want to learn to drive in the old-fashioned way, which is one lesson a week. People just phone me up and just say, how quick can I pass? And I can just say as quick as you want.
The theory test is difficult enough, but these days it's all about knowing the ins and outs of your vehicle. Learning to drive is a lot more than just knowing how to bring your clutch to the bite and driving safely. So, whatever age you are, learning to drive is a complex process.
Okay, so you got a car. That don't impress me much. So you got the moves, but how you got the touch. Now don't
For nearly 8 months I've been driving for.
Been driving about 29, 30 years.
Just under a month. I turned 18 last week.
I'm 50 years old.
17. I used to feel intimidated by other road users, but not anymore. I think I've just got used to it and it comes naturally now.
I don't think it's an age issue. I think it's anticipating the road and sticking to the highway code.
Once you learn to drive, you just get used to like what people are going to do and anticipate what they're going to say.
I passed my practical test first time with no minors, and then I took some further lessons for my Pass Plus on the motorbike.
I passed my test on the second time.
So I clipped the curb like on the first 10 seconds of my test, so apart from that I was fine, and then the second time, yeah, I just felt natural and did it straight away.
My test, it went fine. It was quite scary and I was very nervous, but I got through it all okay.
I found it difficult. I found driving difficult at first, but I managed to pass the test, and then I started to learn about the proper driving.
I was really nervous because I don't think I was quite ready, because I'd only been driving for 4 months.
I used to get distracted really easily. I'd have to have complete silence when I was driving and it'd all be very organised, but now I'm fine, I've just got used to it.
Unless someone is putting a spider on my steering wheel, in which case I actually screamed and wanted to throw the car, get myself out the car.
I couldn't have any music on the car when I first started. I had to have no sound at all and I had to concentrate, but now I can have music apart from when I'm reversing. I have to have complete silence when I reverse.
I enjoy playing music in the car, it relaxes me, particularly if I'm on long journeys.
It doesn't bother me, it's just the same as driving without it. So, yeah, I like it.
Young drivers are often stereotyped as being reckless, but is it really fair to judge all young drivers just because of this stereotype that they're stuck with? 63% of females and 81% of males hold a full driving licence in Great Britain. This year, that number is set to rise as there are at least 150,000 people currently learning to drive. Is it really always them that cause the problems on the roads?